would if there were 100 of you. I wanted to make some introductions. Myself, my name is Eric Castor, and I am the Assistant Director of Admissions for Transfer at the College for Creative Studies. And we have Professor Philip McAvoy here this evening, and he is going to be presenting to you the Advertising Design Department. So if that's what you tuned in for, you're in the right place. Philip had said that you are welcome to unmute if you want to ask questions throughout the presentation. Otherwise, if you would like to remain muted, that will keep any background noise down. And if you have questions, again, you're welcome to ask them throughout the presentation, or you can hold them at the end. We will do a Q&A at the end. And I'm going to steal away about 5 minutes from Philip to review our website with you, to talk a little bit about where to find things on the website. So with that, I'm going to turn things over to Philip.
Welcome. I will let this play for a second. This is just kind of a montage reel of some of the just recent work. And if you have any questions, you can pipe in anytime. So this is all student-made stuff: print, TV, film. Typically in art direction and advertising, you'll write it, create it, animate it, edit it. You'll do everything as student-made. So I'll click it through. I have another reel that you can watch. Oops, I'm not moving. There we go. So as Eric said, I'm Philip McAvoy, assistant professor, interim chair, department chair. Kristen is our program manager. To the right is some samples of when we were in COVID, just a bunch of instructors when we had a meeting. So I took a screenshot, which was a great opportunity for you to just kind of see the diverse group of instructors we have at CCS in our advertising department. Typically in advertising, there's two pillars: art direction, which is visuals, and copywriting, which is words. In advertising, you have a lot of opportunities to build on your passion. So if you like photography, illustration, video, animation, user experience, that all comes into play. If you're a writer, especially, that'll be more of a drastic pillar. But even the writers learn how to art direct and design. Art directors learn how to write, because concepting art director and a writer that can art direct eventually makes a better creative director down the road when you are managing a group of creatives at an agency. So typically, some of the things you'll learn here is art direction, photography, illustration, marketing, experiential, radio, content creation for social, motion graphics, UX, UI, user experience, outdoor, TV, branded entertainment. We will be working on like solving problems and telling stories and evoking emotions. So design, concept generation, mobile design, print. There's quite a huge range. It's not your typical Mad Men where you work at an agency, or an art director, writer, you work together, there's a creative director. There's so many opportunities these days with, working at a small digital shop, a UX shop, social shop, a traditional shop, working in-house at a brand like Nike and Adidas. There's lots of opportunities today. Here's the reel of the award-winning work from last year that I'll let play. So that was the montage of all these awards. So typically we do really well in award shows. Last year we had 3 best of shows, a Black D, which is like a best in show. You get a special like bling necklace that's all gemmed out. One Detroit All-Star for portfolio night, a diversity in the D scholarship winner where she won a 2-year scholarship plus an internship at the agency over the summer. 8 gold awards, 20 silver, and 2 merit. And then just on the some of the visuals are examples of some of the work that we did that was in the show that I just showed you the reel. Typically, when we win New York awards, like in the bottom left corner for the young ones, it says like we went to New York with the students so they could pick up the awards. The photo above with me and a student, he won the Black D and Best of Show, which is that little D bling necklace. So it's kind of fun. You get to go collect your awards, get your recognition, network, mingle with creative directors, and connect for jobs. Scholarships, we have a lot. The D show on the left and on the right, those were the year-long John Bruden scholarships, and then they get a scholarship plus an internship out of it, and they have a mentor. So we have quite a list of scholarships that we give out and more. The studios are set up in our department kind of agency style. So we'll have working rooms with more boardroom tables, and there'll be a lot of working together and presenting and critiquing and evaluating and reviewing. So it's really a lot more like actually being an agency versus your typical classroom where you have a bunch of rows in the seats facing, your teacher or professor. So it's kind of more interactive and agency-like. We do some agency visits. We have tours. I've taken tours to Google to do a creative workshop that a friend of mine does. That's a Stanford master's workshop that she gives to incoming interns, which is fun for our students to have access to it. As you see in the bottom right, we have a lot of guest critiques that join in Zoom, or we go to agencies in the upper left in person to present and get critiques and reviews. So it's quite a nice mix. It's always a lot of alumni and industry people that we have coming in to review and for you to meet and like get feedback from. So it's nice. Seniors, we do a Chicago tour where we take the senior class to Chicago. We have agency tours for 2 days. Typically, we have 2 people guiding tours. So there's 3 tours a day. So you can pick, if it's either me or the other professor who comes, you pick a tour to go to an agency that you're interested. So you have a choice of kind of mixing and matching, so you can try to get shops that you're interested in, connect, and hopefully interview, show your book, and get a job. We have a lot of alumni in Chicago now because of these tours. We have sponsored studios. We've had Ford, Zenith, Regroup, Boulevard, Mars, CCS, Nike, Shinola, Henry Ford. We have one coming up which is coming up in like a few weeks, half midterm semester, where it's kind of a bunch of Detroit businesses that we're going to work with and help out. There's another one currently going right now, which is the music festival, The Movement. So they're working on an outdoor project for them. So we always have these special studios where you can showcase your portfolio to get in. You get a stipend or paid, all the printing's free. You get connections with the agencies, and like the Zenith one I oversaw was the last pretty big one. 2 students that were in the project are currently working there, so they hire a lot. Here's just a huge showcase of like where our alumni is working. And like I said earlier, it's traditional agencies, digital, social, mobile, in-house, Carhartt, StockX, Nike, Adidas. So it's quite a range. I mean, you really can finesse your portfolio to go where you want to go, and we work on figuring that out over the 4 years. So it's really nice that you'll have your own unique portfolio, and it'll help showcase your skills and talents to get into the business. We have a high percentage rate of employment. This is the last time I checked. Last year's class was at 85% of employment. You see, we have some at DDB, VML, FCB, 2 are in Chicago, Arts and Letters New York. We have a freelance designer, Shinola, Leo Burnett, Push 22, and we have quite a mix. So one of the huge advantages of our graduation is our alumni network. So they're always reaching out, trying to help current students and graduating students. Like I had someone today send me something, they're looking for interns. I had someone else send me something yesterday. They're looking for 2 writers, 2 designers, and an art director. So I just kind of funnel them out to who I think would be interested. So that was kind of the fast track. There's another little demo reel of just some highlights of stuff. And if anyone has any questions, it was pretty quick, I guess, huh?